all over the United States this week. We're talking New York, Boston, Utah, more large boats crashing into bridges. And get this, more states joining the fight like Florida and banning lab-grown meats along with synthetic protein. Did you guys hear this? Just in, Warren Buffett has bought a $6.7 billion position in Chubb's Insurance. This is the mysterious stock Warren Buffett asked for the SEC to keep the stock's name and details confidential from the public. Oh, and guess what? Have you seen this picture floating around? Something's gonna happen that we thought would not happen. Important stuff that you guys need to know about coming right up. My name is Cohen here at Riverside Homestead, and if you're brand new here, welcome. If you guys are into prepping tips, emergency preparedness, and most of all, news and awareness, stuff that you want to know about, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. Check this out. This was just sent to me. Happened just hours ago from filming this film. Live updates. Slovakia's leader survived surgery after a shooting, deputies say. Now there's a real interesting twist to this, but this is the Prime Minister, Robert Fico. Now the crazy thing about this is, what's circulating around out there is that this just comes days after the Slovakian's Prime Minister rejected the WHO pandemic treaty. It's interesting that these type of events follow events like that. It definitely makes one wonder. So if that hypothetically is the case, who's next? Well, we've got Britain is refusing to sign the WHO pandemic treaty. The Telegraph newspaper has reported the UK is firmly against such vaxxer-related commitments and will not sign any form of that demic agreement that undermines Britain's sovereignty. So we've got some more people standing up against it. Hope that doesn't mean more people disappearing. Now, you know how we go through seasons of train derailments, right? Well, guess what? We got a new one circulating because yet again, developing another large boat just crashed into a bridge. I swear, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, so right here, you guys can see yet again, another huge boat crashing into a bridge and it's taken out a bridge. Now on this last one that we had, there was some speculation about maybe these things are crashing into bridges to get assistance in building new bridges because those bridges were on their way out anyway, probably wouldn't pass safety inspections. But get this, there's a train rail right there. I mean, so we got train derailment related stuff related with these boat incidents. And there you got the big old tuggy tug coming up to get it out of there. But seriously, another boat crash into a bridge. And in case you guys were wondering, that's Pelican Island Bridge in Galveston, stuck by barge, causing portion to collapse, says the officials. You guys saw me report on the big push that Florida did on banning lab-grown meat. Well, look it, we got other states already joining in the fight. Alabama bans lab-grown meat, joining Florida among U.S. states outlawing alternative protein, coming from the USA Today. And here in this photo, you can see that the chef brushes sauce onto a piece of Good Meat's lab-grown chicken as it cooks on the grill. Hard no thank you to anything lab-grown or synthetic. Our stores are getting overran from cheaper synthetics that are arguably causing a lot of the illnesses we have today. Alabama, congrats to all the Bama peeps out there standing strong. Alabama has become the second U.S. state to ban lab-grown meat, joining Florida, which earlier this month outlawed alternative protein as well. There's a big fuss. Beef production's a major climate change contributor. Critics call the movie misguided for several reasons, such as the fact that cultivated meat regulatory approvals passed in the United States less than a year ago. Others also note that the cell-based protein is an innovative alternative for advancing climate change, as the meat doesn't require land, crops, water needed to care for the livestock. But remember, folks, on the flip side, we've got this going on constantly, which is probably not a contributor, right? What's the real problem here? Another thing that I think should be on your guys' radar. We know when things have gotten crazy that Australia kind of has taken the bull by the horns. Well, check this out. For those of you that think that cash is on its way out the door and that electronic is about ready to take over, the Daily puts out $267 billion. Bank to abolish cash warns customers to prepare for massive digital overhaul. Now you guys are gonna have to tell me what your thought process is on this. Do you think this is something that's on its way? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? One of the largest banks in Australia is rolling out a plan to terminate cash and checking services. In an update on its website, Macquarie Bank, which has 267 billion in assets, tells customers that digital-centered banking experience will begin in November. It's getting real. They're telling people that the bank says customers will no longer be able to access a list of over-the-counter services in physical locations, nor deposits or collect checks or order new checkbooks. From November 1st, you won't be able to write, deposit personal checks, deposit or request blank checks, deposit cash or checks over the counter at any of the NAB branches, make a super contribution or payment via check. Things are changing. It's already happening in Australia beginning in November. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Share this out so more people are aware of what's really happening. Make sure your subscribe and notification bell is on because I got a lot more coming down the pipe.